What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some amazing news for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with the game that you might have heard a little bit about on this channel, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. But we have some new information on the brand new epilogue story for the game, Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. So there is this download card that is floating around online for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition pre-orders in Japan. On Twitter, people were kind of moving this card around in terms of pictures, and it does seem like it is legit. Now, it does say that the Future Connected epilogue story that's included for free, or just part of the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition game, will feature a brand new battle system, a brand new map, and support for the Nopons, those two little creatures that you see rolling around in the Xeno games, or the Xenoblade games, I should say. Plus, there appears to be some new shots that you guys are seeing here that we have not seen before. Now, this is big. Obviously, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, it is a remake of the original Xenoblade Chronicles game on the Wii. Brand new models, brand new textures, brand new geometry. They're adding quite a number of things and taking that tried and true gameplay that we all know and love and cleaning it up just a bit. UI changes, quite a number of things being done to this. It's being overhauled and I absolutely love it. But the wild card in this whole thing is the Future Connected. So it's not just giving us what we know, but it's also giving us something brand new that we can play at any point. You can play it before you start the game, you can play it after you play it for a bit. It's a whole separate option. So it kind of gives me the Torna the Golden Country vibes. Now, if you're new to the Xenoblade franchise and have only played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or only played the original, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country was an extension to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It was DLC, but it was also a standalone game that you can play by itself that gave you plenty of hours of content. But in that game, they actually changed up the battle system and the flow quite a bit. Was it completely different from what we've seen before? Absolutely not. It took a lot of the stuff that was in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The difference, though, is that there wasn't a lot of blades in terms of a bunch of random ones that you can get and rare blades. You had a set amounts of blades and your team. They were all rare blades or just drivers that can handle those rare blades. And then on top of that, they actually made it to where you can switch between the driver, the person who's controlling the blade or links up with them, or the blade itself, which was completely different from what Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did, to where the driver was fighting most of the time, and then every now and then the blade would jump in for a button challenge or a combo with the blade. So you couldn't freely fight with that blade all the time. Torna the Golden Country, they switched up the battle system to where you could, and there was all sorts of mechanics and different things that you can do with that. It really felt different, even though it felt the same with some of the combos and stuff that you can do in the game and the general flow. So I'm guessing they're going to do something along the lines of that, kind of taking some of the things that they did in maybe Torna, some of the things that they did in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, some of the things that they did in the original Xenoblade, and kind of remixing it and revamping it for this Future Connected. And I absolutely love that. It does seem like you're going to be able to roll with the Nopons as in combat, so you're going to have them, and of course Melia as well. So that is going to be extremely hype. I think that there is a lot to talk about when it comes to this and what they can do with the combat. Now, the new map as well, I think that's great, but I think that was also expected because you're like on that ship and you fly to somewhere different. So of course it's going to be somewhere that you haven't been before, right? The story does take place a year after the events of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, so you probably want to beat it first. If you haven't already beat the game, or if you don't know the story in and out, you probably just want to beat the game first, then play Future Connected. But for everybody who's just like played it so much and beat the game multiple times, whether it was on the Wii or the Wii U or the 3DS or the new Nintendo 3DS or anything like that, or the PC if you did like the whole dolphin stuff, you can just jump right into this one here. So I expected there to be a brand new map. That makes complete sense there. And of course, the support for the Nopons, that's actually pretty cool. I like the fact that in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you had Tora that can play and you can use him as a Nopon. So it was just cool to have a Nopon that was in the game that can fight, right? So this one, you have two of them in here. So that should be pretty good. And if you also look at it too, just to kind of know that this isn't necessarily fake and all that, there were screenshots that Monolith has posted on the official Twitter account for Xenoblade Chronicles, those pictures were on this download card as well. So it does seem like everything is going to be legit here. So what are you guys' thoughts on this when it comes to Future Connected? I think that people have also started to speculate in terms of what this story could be and what it can connect to. And I actually got an interesting question that I wanted to talk about here as well. One of my users said that, well, since Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 are already connected in some way that I will not spoil, could this Future Connected be connected to Xenoblade Chronicles X? And I was like, I'm not so sure about that. It could be, but it does seem like Xenoblade Chronicles X is like a whole different type of dimension, or whatever the case is, galaxy, in terms of what it is compared to Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. So maybe this might be the bridge, the connection to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or maybe it connects all the different stories all together. I mean, in a different type of way. So there's various different avenues this can go into, but I'm just excited to play this game. To me, this is exactly what I wanted from a Xenoblade Chronicles remake. If they're gonna do it, this is exactly what I wanted here. So what are you guys' thoughts when it comes to all of this with this brand new battle system for Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to a topic that's getting people very excited when it comes to the Earthbound or Mother franchise. So Nintendo's Mother series hasn't had a lot of news recently, right? Or really in years, right? It's just been so long. People have been hounding Nintendo for them to localize Mother 3 for the longest time. But it does seem like that will change. New initiatives are being planned as part of the Hobonichi Mother project. Now, the first update concerns a book containing every single piece of dialogue from the franchise, and it's tentatively planned for release by the end of this year, 2020. Now, other merchandise is planned as well, though certain information on that has not been provided just yet. However, here is the big kicker that's getting everybody saying, Mother 3, localization, new Mother game, Earthbound, something. Quote, several other announcements have been teased that will make fans of the series happy. I mean, that's something that I think just kind of shows that there's going to be a game. There has to be something, whether they're going to be remaking, re-releasing, putting something out on the Mother series, or maybe Mother 3 finally gets localized when it comes to America, or maybe it gets remade or it gets remastered on the Nintendo Switch. Like, I think this would make fans happy. This would be what fans are looking for. A book is cool and all, and that's great to read through, but the Mother series, the Earthbound series, it's about the games. It's about the quirkiness. It's about the adventures that you go through. It's about the weirdness just throughout the game, and the comedy and everything that they do, the subject matters and the topics. It's just a franchise that just has so much, I would say, back-end clout with RPG fans. So I would love to see them actually put out some type of release when it comes to a game. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping that that is the case, and maybe this is just the start of good Mother/Earthbound news for gamers out there. So what do you guys think about this here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here, we've got a brand new Nintendo Switch update. Version 10.0.2 is live, and it adds a bunch of nothing. But it is something that needs to be added because, you know, we need that stability. But this one actually fixes an issue that happened with the last update. So here's what Nintendo had to say on the matter. General system stability improvements to enhance the user's experience, including a solution for the following. We have fixed an issue where a Nintendo Switch console with system menu version 10.0.0 or 10.0.1 does not set up a new Nintendo Switch Pro controller, sometimes causing incorrect joystick control. So we recently just got that 10.01 update. Now we have this one here. For the most part, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to update in order to play the games online or stuff like that. So go update your Nintendo Switches, guys. Make sure everything's functioning properly. And heck, I had a little bit of a malfunction with the Switch Pro controller that I was playing Mario Kart the other day, and I potentially lost because of that. So maybe that was going on here. No, I'm just joking. That's just me making Johns. But anyway, what do you guys think about this when it comes down to what's going on with the Switch updates, also with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Future Connected, and of course this Mother? Could we finally be getting Mother 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the link in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all the latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.